makes a guy easily unattractive? Not driven. Not driven. Just like when he talks about other chicks.
When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog. Like, just come on.
Why not?
I just don't think we're very compatible. Oh, I'm sorry.
How are we doing over here?
I think
Speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me. Come back and hold me. Oh, when I rush to the start.
Toxic Texts with Your Ex, Volume 1. Here, right here. Yeah, because you don't want to be with me. You're such a fucking joke. All your letters are a fucking joke, too. All the, I'm going to change, I want to make this work with you. I'm staying away from weed and shit. Oh, I want to change so bad. Yeah, fucking right. But I get it. I see it clear. Maybe if you didn't smoke. But I'm over it. I'm done with everything. I'll be somebody while you continue to fuck with Kyle. Maybe if I didn't smoke, I fucking quit when you got out. I quit for 2 weeks until you started smoking cigarettes. Me smoking has nothing to do with you smoking. When you were doing meth, I wasn't, was I? So don't try and use me as a fucking crutch for your fucking problem. And I would have fucking quit. But even if I did know, for a fucking fact, you would lie to my face and say you weren't smoking or dealing it. Because you lied to my face multiple fucking times a day about the same shit before. No, because if we actually acted equally with each other, and you're one of the retarded people that still gotta sell weed when they got a job. Like, who the fuck? Why the fuck? You fucking scumbag. No one can't do this, but the other one can. No, you can't quit the shit. You do, because you don't see a problem with it. Well, I love you. Talk to you later. I fucking quit until you start smoking cigarettes. What part don't you get? The fucking, your brain fucking dead from all those drugs, I swear to God. All right, bye, scum. No, you're fucking controlling. You have a bad anger problem. I just want to be with you. Like, Jesus Christ, really? Oh, geez, I'm controlling? Holy fuck, I had no clue. Me wanting you to not do shit you're not supposed to do on probation made me controlling. Well, geez, I'm sorry. I actually gave a fuck. I know you're used to not no one caring, but damn. Won't happen again. Peace. No, I love the fact that you care, but you always leave me. Dude, I don't even fucking care. The point is, I get called controlling whenever I care about you. And you're not ever going to change. You're still the same old hopeless, what is it, coterie? Coterie, there you go. And I can't be with you when you're doing the shit you're doing. I care about you too much to just sit here and pretend I don't care. I love you, but nothing's going to change with you. No matter how much you say you're not. And I can't keep doing this to myself. You don't ever show me you care since I've been out. You barely show me love. Okay, I've been telling you not to smoke, not to drive, not to deal with weed. The fuck? Not because I want to fucking tell you what to do. That's where you got me fucked up. I did it because maybe for once in your life, you should fucking give a fuck about your own life and want to be on the right path. Not be like Burgie, Kyle, Conway, and everyone else you fuck with. You think jail would have taught you a lesson, but I guess not. You probably like jail. And I barely show you love. Who makes statuses about you on Facebook all the time? Who would send you long-ass paragraphs? Who always sticks up for you? Not me, right? Oh, and who stayed up for almost 2 hours messaging you while you slept? I wonder who. You've never showed half the love and care I've showed for you since day one, Dylan. I've been down for you like no other. I always put my pride, standards, and my feelings behind me to be with you. I would have never dated you or anyone like you. But somehow I end up falling in love with you, laugh my fucking ass off at me. I don't think you realize the shit you put me through. How much you've ruined me. I'm never going to be the same old Lily I used to be. Because I got trust issues like a motherfucker. And I doubt every fucking thing any guy says. And I hate myself and literally everything. You have no idea. And what really fucking hurts is just when I think you changed, you show me that you haven't. You showed me that I just wasted half a year. I didn't get in any relationships when you were locked up. So I had hope for you. I still ain't done shit with anybody since you got out because I had hope for you. And I know that's my own fucking fault for trusting you to change. Every time I try to trust you, I get shown that I shouldn't. I'm done trying, Dylan. I'm going to sit here and keep getting hurt. Yes, I know I do shit to piss you off. But after all the shit you've done, sorry if sometimes I get moody. You really love me and you want to make us work, then you'll fucking compromise. Until then, I'm moving on with my life and working on finding someone that values me and wants to do good to and for me. If you don't see my worth, then oh well. I hope you actually think about shit and figure out what you want to do and what you're willing to do. Because until then, I love you and I always will, but I can't do this anymore. And you should understand why. Your actions and words have caused this. Welcome everybody. How we doing, Jack?
Great. Just finished my chicken and broccoli because the gym's my girlfriend, so that's what.
Yeah. You had a date with that lat machine, right?
Yeah, the pull down one. Yeah.
Did you enjoy the opening? I hope everyone.
I loved it, and that girl was the size of a fucking Buick, and had all these had way too many high standards for being as big as a fucking Buick.
Yeah. Can we put her back up?
Yeah.
Let's see.
What makes a guy easily unattractive? Not driven. Just like when he talks about other chicks.
When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog. Like, just come on.
Bitch, you look like a frog.
No, she was I was gonna say, as long as we're comparing to animals, she looks like a fucking whale, dude.
Yeah.
Like
a fucking beached whale.
if a dude looks like a frog, he's skinny. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
probably
right? He's fucking fit. He's tiny. It's better to be tiny than be as big as a fucking house, especially.
Yeah. We know one guy who that build is right up his alley. Shout out to Quincy, everybody.
Oh yeah. Actually, two, but one of them we're not so cool with anymore.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, see, he likes a little of the psychotic shit thrown into, which I guess me too, in a way. He must run in the fucking blood or something. It's crazy. But I had to show the Chinese dude on the date with the knife. Like, the more I watch it, the more I think it may have been
staged.
Yeah, but it's still funny to see.
I don't know. I mean,
that kind of speaks to where we're at as a society.
I saw a TikTok a week or two ago, and the title of the TikTok was "Never Dating in LA Again," and what it is you know how sometimes like fancy restaurants they sit you next to like a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like that mirror, and the girl he's sitting like side by side with the girl against this like mirror or whatever, and he can see her on her phone, and she's sitting there swiping on Hinge while they're on a date.
Man, listen, bro. One of my exes did that shit to me in my own house.
Yeah.
Listen, we weren't technically dating, and I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm like, nah, yo, you're not gonna do that shit in front of not in my home in front of me.
I've seen another one similar where it was like a guy and a girl, and they were like sitting at like an NBA game or something, and the person above them was secretly recording it, and the girl was like sitting there on Bumble while she's there with the guy.
Yeah, dude. It's social media is poison for both genders.
It has, because what dating apps has done is like someone can like someone and go on a really good date or outing or whatever, and then just out of boredom they'll go on Tinder just to accidentally, basically, and then I went out with this really great person, but then look at this person just matched with me, they can give me attention too. So it's like, I'm not saying everybody's like a promiscuous piece of shit, but what I'm saying is it's like we're ruining society because everyone basically who's not 600 pounds has too many options, or they think they have too many options. They imagine they do.
Yeah, but value is not the same as options. That's what people don't get.
Yeah.
Like, having value is way better than someone having options.
Yeah, there we go. He's right.
Sully Cat. What's good, Sully Cat? How we doing, man?
Typical women in 2025, like the one I showed you last year that was harassing my buddy and stuff, and then I would show you her like psychotic 8 Facebook posts.
Yeah.
And then there was that one time where she said like, I learned about it on a narcissist podcast, and you were like, oh, that's classic. That's a classic modern woman move.
It is, dude, because like TikTok has its pros and cons, but I think the biggest fault of TikTok ever is these fucking like
these fake mental health advocates.
The mental health buzzwords.
Yeah.
like the TikTok buzzwords like narcissist and fucking
gaslighting.
Gaslighting. That they don't even know what the fuck it means, dude.
Yeah.
It's just trendy, so they say it.
Yeah.
Like narcissism is so rare.
It really is.
They throw it around like every fucking dude walking around is a narcissist, dude.
Because someone doesn't like you or doesn't, if if you're not validated by someone properly, then you're a narcissist or you're being narcissistically abused.
He's gaslighting you. It's like, do you even know what that means, yo?
I haven't heard that word in a while. I must be around the right people. You know what's funny is my therapist, I once brought that word up to him. I was just like, what do you, this was years ago. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, but I was like, what do you think of this whole gaslighting thing that everybody says? And then he literally rolled his eyes. He's like, oh yeah, I know, it's the new fad.
It is. See, yo, Sully just said the same thing. My wife loves the term gaslighting so much. Yeah, dude, they just throw it around. Sully, if you were to ask her, what does gaslighting mean? She probably couldn't tell you.
No, but she hears the word every day from dumb Facebook reels and stuff. But no offense to her. I'm just saying that they say this because they hear it on some dumb fucking bitch in her driver's seat is saying, "Oh, gaslighting all fucking day."
Oh, yeah. And I don't know, man. I used to make people in my therapy group laugh, like when I was in rehab going to the group therapy shit.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing there. I'd be like, TikTok has ruined mental health in a way. She says it's when I make her think that she's crazy. Yeah, that is what it is. Do you do that, Sully Cat? Do you do that to her? Do you make her think that she's crazy? Do you do something? For example, do you take the garbage out and then be like, nah, I didn't take the garbage out? And try to make her feel like this is fucking
actually, do you take the garbage out and then no, does the wind blow the garbage can into the street and then you go get it and then hopefully your neighbors see you doing a good deed?
He said sometimes. I kind of would too, I think. Especially after so long with somebody, you got to do something to keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. I don't blame you, Sully. I do it too. But let's see. We can get into some stuff that we missed last week. Not on purpose. We just had such a great guest that we plowed through the entire 2 hours. It was only supposed to be 1 hour.
Yeah, it was only supposed to, and then it was.
And then we were supposed to get into the rest, and he had such a good time that we just made it the whole 2 hours.
We didn't really need to. Then.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing that we can get into, we can recap the Super Bowl here.
Yeah.
So in your estimation, and then I'll give my layout after yours. In your estimation, did the Chiefs not show up or the Eagles outplay them?
I think more so the Chiefs didn't show up because I think they've been, that's their third year playing into February. It's kind of like when LeBron was on the Miami Heat and they went to and when he went back to Cleveland, LeBron James was in the NBA Finals 7 straight years in a row.
Yeah.
And it's I think after 3 or 4, you're just going to get fucking burned out playing as far as you can.
Yeah, and also, there's a reason that no team is three-peated, though, dude. No. It's some hard shit, dude. You say, you got to perform at a high level for a very long period of time.
And especially in football. Other sports it's been done and stuff, but football, there's only one game. All these other things, there's potentially 7. So if you
so you got to think, bro, everything for 3 years, especially in the playoffs when it matters most, all has to go right for you.
Yeah.
Everything has to fall your way. But I do think that the Eagles did, they had a good game plan.
Yeah, they had a good, definitely.
Let's see. Eagles outplayed them. The Chiefs had to play catch up like shit because of it. Yeah. But I will say one thing that was genius on the Eagles side, because I was thinking about this the Monday after the game. I'm walking because I don't work until 11:30 on a Monday. So I walk and get a Celsius from the store over here. I'm on the way back and I'm thinking, yo, how genius was it to not blitz Patrick Mahomes, bro? Because who the fuck comes into the Super Bowl and be like, yeah, we're just not blitzing him, dude.
Yeah.
It took balls, and it was genius. It worked. Because you know damn well that they were preparing for the blitz. You know they were.
Yeah.
That entire 2 weeks, they're like, yo, they're gonna blitz your fucking ass, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it at all, and they didn't know what to do because they didn't practice for it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes into a Super Bowl thinking, yo, they're not gonna blitz?
Nobody. Because you're gonna put it all on the line for 60 minutes,
right?
You know?
Right. So you're thinking, bro, they're gonna send everybody. Yeah. They had, and don't get me wrong, like the way the game went through the first quarter and a half kind of dictated that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So how the Chiefs played was a factor too. But I'm just saying that the game plan, like they were able to stay in that game plan because they were up.
Yeah.
We don't know how it would have looked in a tie game or if they were down, because at that point you have to pressure them.
You know, this game reminded me of like the Vikings playoff game like a month ago. Like because I was like, the way it was going, I was like, I could always be wrong, but like the way it was going in the first quarter, I'm like, the momentum's never gonna swing back, and it's just not their day. Basically,
it felt like one of those games where even though it was close, it felt out of reach. You know what I mean? To where like you're watching a game, your team the score might be 13-0, but your team is just getting outplayed.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Vikings and Lions game the week before, which on paper it was like 31-9 because they scored a bunch of points. Right. But the whole game we were down like 10-0, but couldn't.
It felt out of reach.
The whole, it was like it's like I can't remember what game we lost this year. We lost 3 games, but one of the other 2 we lost. I was like, we're down 10-0, but it feels like we're down 28-0. Yeah.
And some games just feel like that.
Yeah.
Some games just feel like that, you know. But as far as 2025, I don't know what I expect out of Dallas. We have a really rough fucking schedule. I don't know if you've seen that shit yet. But that shit is like murderer's row, bro.
I mean, the NFC North, I can totally see being, again, one of, if not the best division, again.
Let me look up our schedule here. Let's see. I promise I got some toxic text to get into later, guys. I promise. I have my own submissions, I promise. All right. Let's see. So, obviously, the schedule isn't out where you see, like, who you play.
Yeah, but it's got the teams and
the opponents.
standings.
Right. So, the opponents are out. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Complete list of Cowboys opponents revealed. Then we'll go to the Vikings after this one. Show us first. This shit is gonna be tough, bro. And we're bringing in a whole new coaching staff, whole new everything. So, all right, home. You know, you got the usual suspects. You know, division games and shit like that. Okay. Here we go. So, of course, Giants, Eagles, Commanders. Those are given. Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals. That's just at home, okay?
Yeah.
Now we go on the road for, again, Giants, Eagles, Commanders, Bears, Broncos, Lions, Raiders, Jets, Panthers. What's that, like a 5-win schedule?
Just for the away?
Fucking rough, dude.
Raiders, Giants, Bears, Jets.
We basically have to sweep the division and then go 500 everywhere else to have a prayer.
Yeah.
Like, and then on home. Oh, okay, we got the Chiefs at home. What the fuck does that matter, dude? That don't mean shit. You guys, I don't know. Cardinals, we should win that one, but I'm not too confident. They always beat us. Chargers, we don't see them enough, but I'm scared of Herbert. Like, I don't know, man. That's a rough fucking schedule.
Yeah, the Cowboys have had our number for at least the last half decade. I can't even remember the last time. I don't know if we've beat them since we had Brett Favre. We probably have, but it doesn't feel like it.
All right, now let's look at the Vikings shit. Let's see. See who you guys got. All right, here we go. Future opponents. Here we go. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. All right. So home opponents, you have the usual suspects: Bears, Lions. Yeah, it is rough, Sully. It is, bro. That's really fucking rough, dude.
I think the Vikings QB is going to be Daniel Jones.
You think so?
I think so. I think it's the best thing to do is sign him to a Darnold deal because you don't have to sign him for shit because he's getting paid by Giants for the next 3 years. So you don't have to pay him shit. And then either have him compete with McCarthy for the starting job. I think
that's what I would do.
I think McCarthy needs that real year of getting reps and sitting behind a veteran. I mean, it's funny because Daniel Jones isn't even a fucking veteran. He's like 26.
But compared to JJ McCarthy, he is.
Yeah, I can see. I can just see that happening because obviously other teams are going to offer Daniel Jones something, but I feel like he's been with us since like Thanksgiving, and he will. He saw what the Vikings did with Darnold, even though he choked the fucking playoffs. Daniel Jones won a playoff game. He beat the Vikings.
All right, so hold on. So now that we're like a month removed, the Super Bowl's over, we could all be honest about our teams now, right? Okay. Do you think that was a Darnold choke job?
I think the moment got to him. He's never started in his whole career. He's never started in a game that meant anything.
But he did a lot leading up to it, though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
this year.
Yeah, he wasn't expected to do that. But then when it's win or go home, those last 2 weeks basically he didn't show up at all. I preferably don't want Rodgers because I personally think Rodgers. Okay, we had Brett Favre when he was like 40. Also, I personally think Rodgers is in worse physical condition than Favre was. I'm not saying Favre was in great physical condition either.
No, he wasn't.
But like I said, when we played the Jets in London last year, every time we hit him, he was slow to get up.
Right.
So
he was looking old at some points this year, bro. He was looking old as fuck, I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely not be my first option because like I want a durable quarterback who can run. Darnold can run, McCarthy can run, Jones.
What about Mac Jones?
I don't know, but I did see something about the Steelers trying to trade for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I did see that too. Yeah, yep.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have Daniel Jones than Mac Jones. Daniel Jones, to me, he showed more. I mean, you got to remember the Giants are a fucking poverty organization.
They're a mess. Yeah.
So, like in the end, he has won a playoff game,
For the Giants, for the dog shit roster.
Yeah, and that was 3 seasons ago. So,
yeah,
I personally think the best thing is sign him to like a 1-year deal and then have him meet with McCarthy for the starting job. And then with that, we'll have a bunch of cap space and we can re-sign all those stars on defense again.
Yeah. Well, here's your 25 schedule. Here's the Vikings. Bears, Lions. This is home. Bears, Lions, Packers. All right, usual suspects. Ravens, Bengals, Eagles, Commanders, Falcons.
See, all those teams. See, that's like when you look at that, it's in any given Sunday for all of them, even the fucking Browns. But I mean, regardless of who their quarterback's going to be, because it's not going to be Watson.
No.
But I could see us taking both. I mean, who knows? But I want to be wrong about this. But I can see us taking both from the Bears, one from the Lions, and one from Green Bay. I can see Eagles lost. They always have our number. Bengals, I think they're going to take a step back a little bit.
Commanders and Falcons.
I personally, I want to be wrong. I'd love if we won 15, 14 games again. But I realistically right there, I see at least 10 wins. At least.
Okay. So even with the aways, so all right, you got the division ship: Browns, Cowboys, Giants, Steelers, Seahawks, Chargers.
I can see so like if you go to away, I can see us taking Green Bay, Cleveland. I could see we usually don't have a lot of luck in Los Angeles. So I could see how many is that? What, 8, 9? 9?
2, 1, 1. So 4, 5, 6, 9.
Okay, so I can see us taking 5 of those.
Okay.
I can see us taking the division ones, Cleveland, Giants, and Seahawks. And then I think Cowboys, Steelers, and Chargers will be a toss-up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like with us, bro. The only prayer we have is to perform well in the fucking division. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a rough schedule. Like, you already know your division's going to be rough. You play each other twice a year. You know each other well, shit like that. And then you factor in, like, okay, everyone else outside the division. That's a rough schedule, both sides, yo. Sully's right, bro. That's fucking rough, dude.
But, I mean, every schedule – I honestly don't think there's, like, is there teams that suck once the season gets going? Yes. But I think –
well, you know what? Let's see. Let's look up the Bills' schedule for next year.
Yeah, or Jacksonville or something.
Let's see. Let's see what Buffalo's working with, because they were did a good year. All right, let's see. Let's see where they shake out. Let's see here.
But you want to talk about tests for that championship?
All right, so home division, obviously, and then Ravens, Bengals, Saints, Bucks, Chiefs, Eagles. Ooh. Away division, Steelers. So, theirs ain't really that rough. I mean, for all the tough games, they're at home.
Pretty much. And their whole division sucks besides the Dolphins, maybe. But they'll probably regress too.
Yeah, you never know with them. That's a soft schedule.
It really is.
Yeah.
But, there's always those surprise teams.
All right. So, like you said, let's flip the coin. Let's look up Jacksonville.
I mean, Jacksonville is in like the worst division in football.
No, it's not. It's pretty competitive. It's pretty competitive. Let's see.
Jacksonville, Titans, Indy, and Houston.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess only the Titans and Jags were.
Well. So there are some divisions that are competitive because they're bad.
Yeah,
like the NFC South. Like you could win that division with like 9 wins.
True.
All right, so 2025 they got Chiefs, Chargers. Now that's a rough schedule. Well, for that anyway.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks, Jets, Panthers, and then their division. And then they got Cardinals, Bengals, Niners, Raiders, Broncos. That's not a horrible schedule, but it's going to be rough if they get rid of Trevor Lawrence, though.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, because this isn't a good quarterback draft year at all.
No, it's not. It's not. All right. What do you want to get into next, man?
I want to get into I saw the Walmart thing.
Oh, so I noticed this today, man, because I went to Walmart, did a little shopping and shit, got some stuff in a new place and all that shit, got like a mop and all that shit, right? So, like, as I'm walking through Walmart, I'm realizing that, like, I've never been in a Walmart that's had good cell phone reception, and I'm starting to wonder if it's a way to, like, punish their employees to not be on the phone.
I do notice that because, like, I'll go shopping at Walmart, and then I'll be on my way out. I'll be like, hey, why isn't this person, like, replied to my text? I was like, wait, it didn't even send until after I walked out.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I'm like, is this a way to, like, control their fucking employees?
Well, and I think we've talked about it.
Because, I can never work there. I'm not saying that I'm, like, totally addicted to my phone. Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm totally, like, addicted to my phone. But I don't want to be in a place to where you're restricting me from using it, or like if something happens and someone's trying to get a hold of me or something, you don't have that fucking level of control over me, dude.
Yeah, I remember what it was now. It was when I was stuck at Walmart for like 3 fucking hours because I was getting new tires put on my car, and I don't know why it took so long, because there was like one car in front of me, so I don't know why the fuck it took so long. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, because it was around Halloween time, so I'm like, all right, shit, I'll go look at the Halloween shit, do some shopping, an hour, then my car will be done. And then I wound up sitting in the fucking waiting room for like 2 more, and I was trying to like watch videos on my phone, and
Nothing would load.
It wouldn't work.
Bro, I couldn't even respond back to text or no shit until I walk out the door. Like,
Yeah,
when you're in there, it's
I
like
mean,
an iron lung.
sometimes when you're in like a full stadium or arena, reception's not very good. But think about it. You're only in there for whatever you're doing, a concert or game or wrestling. You're only in there for 3 or 4 hours tops. You know, but I can see if you're working in Walmart for 8 to 10 hours a day, like you can't use your phone.
Sometimes I gotta take a pic of a shelf so my wife can pick out the item she wants, and it takes me like see. So it's not just me, because I'm sitting here because I've had this experience in many Walmarts throughout the country.
Yeah,
it's not just here, so it's fucking strategic, bro.
It's like communism or something.
You know, like I understand you can hook to their Wi-Fi, but if someone who has an Android texts me, I can't respond to them because the reception is so shit in the building. And then depending where you're at in the building, like I'm telling you, bro, it's fucked up, dude.
There's got to be a Reddit forum about that or something.
Let's see. Walmart bad. Oh wait, hold on.
We've talked about this before, but like the way Walmart and other stores are like laid out, they're literally laid out so like you go in there for toothpaste and Clorox cleaner.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna go, oh, toys, oh, clothes, oh, candy,
right.
oh, this or that. So like they're laid out so you spend way more money than you planned. Yeah, you're right. But look at this. Someone else thinking the same thing. This was from a year ago. All right. So does Walmart Jam sell signals? My local Walmart used to have great cell service. Everyone I knew could get plenty of signal anywhere in the store. Suddenly, my cell phone and everyone else I have asked stop getting the signal. Yeah. At the same time, Walmart had an agreement for using their store Wi-Fi that you have to allow them permission to access all sorts of personal information from your phone. I wouldn't have thought much about this policy either, but having both happen at once, right. Our cell phones suddenly stop getting signal at the same time Walmart starts demanding you share all their info to use their Wi-Fi. It seems like a mightily profitable coincidence for Walmart. Maybe they don't want you checking the price spot in their store. Yeah, it could be that too. Maybe they want employees using their phones all day. But I like to call and ask if I need to pick something extra up before coming home and use my phone's internet to see if something's in stock or what aisle it's in without having to release all my personal info to yet another multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, bro. Walmart layouts change every 5. Yeah, they do. They do. Mine just changed.
You're right. Yeah, dude. They're always changing that shit. Like, I'll be walking around like, I know exactly where everything is. And then it's very humbling to be like, no, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, right. Mine changed a little bit, but I don't remember how. But it changed.
Dude,
it's like a Mandela. It's like a Mandela effect because I remember it changed, but I don't remember how it changed.
Someone commented, "No, we're not blocking your cell phone signal. Next time you're at Oakland store, look around and count how many customers are talking on their phone." I ain't never seen no one on their phone in Walmart. Have you?
Not that I don't really pay attention to that, but
I can't think of like a glaring example of someone being loud on their phone next to me.
No, and like I'll try to when I see a cool like wrestling figure or some shit, and I'll try to send a picture to you or someone else of it. It won't fucking send until after I leave.
Right, exactly.
I worked at a different grocery store, Safeway, but they're not a fucking evil empire like Walmart, and their fucking service worked fine, and that was before 5G. This was 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So
did it now at your other grocery store job? Was it jamming or no?
No, not at all.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
The first grocery store I worked at, they didn't care if you like had your phone on you and whatever. But the other one, like they wouldn't even let you. I always had it in my pocket. I just never got caught. But like you literally weren't supposed to even have it in your fucking pocket. And if they caught you, you'd get written up or some shit. I'm like, fuck you guys, fire me then. Like, what if there's a fucking active shooter or some shit? Like,
Yeah.
What if the phone's on fire? Like, the fuck?
Was it during that era to where like phones were still new? To where like, why are you on your phone? You're not gonna miss anything if you're on the phone. Actually,
was,
the whole world runs through a fucking phone.
It was 2018, 2019. So no.
Oh, okay. All right, so it wouldn't be Valentine's Day without a very loving, heartwarming story of marriage, right? Till death do us part, they say. So, Valentine's Day poison plot that left husband of book author dead, fueled by greed. So this lady, she writes children's books and she poisoned her husband to death. This was a couple years ago, but I did pull it back up here. Are you kidding me? A fucking paywall, you cocksucking motherfucker. Hold on, man. There's another article about
Wonder why physical journalism is a dying industry.
I'm saying, man. Let me see what this is. Again, Fox News Watch paywall. No, okay. All right.
Certainty matters.
All right, so this is the original story back from 2023. If it's interesting enough, I guess we'll fucking find an updated article. But this is the same thing. It's the same fucking story. It's just it was updated for today because it's Valentine's Day. That's all. Utah authorities on Monday arrested Corey Richens, mother of three, and the author of children's book about grief. Come on, man. Prosecutors say, okay. Fentanyl. She used fentanyl on him, dude. Prosecutors say Richens, 33, poisoned her husband, Eric Richens. Yeah, 39, with fentanyl use last year at their home in Camas, just outside of Park City, while their three young sons were sleeping. Life is just so damn hard without you here, Richens recently captioned. So, she was putting up with the lie and all that shit, dude. May 4th video with photos of her family posted to Facebook. The cards I have been dealt, it just seems like a game that can't be played. Corey called 911 on the evening of March 3rd, and there she is, the sick bitch who poisoned this guy right here. She told authorities at the time she had been served her husband of 9 years a cocktail in bed to celebrate a home sale for her business that evening. She said she left him briefly to check on one of her three sleeping children, and when she returned, she found him unresponsive. He had 5 times the lethal dosage of illicit fentanyl, an opioid that is already 1,500 times more potent.
They always say it's like one little teaspoon worth can fucking kill you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit's no joke. I sent you that article the other day where someone in Utica got caught with like 448 grams or some shit of just pure fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, dude. And there's another picture of them at some, it looks like a Bills game.
Patriots.
Oh, Patriots. Yeah. Okay.
He's wearing the beanie with the old school logo on it.
Okay, let's see. So this is how I started poking holes in her story here. Her charges are based off officers' interactions with Richens and an unnamed acquaintance who apparently told Summit County authorities that she had sold fentanyl to the mother of 3 who had asked for some of the Michael Jackson stuff.
Jesus, dude. Well, that was his shit. Wasn't fentanyl. It was like fucking IV sedatives.
Come on.
Michael Jackson stuff, as in the Jesus juice?
That's some wild shit to say, man. Authorities say they determined during their investigation that despite Richens' statement, she said she left her phone in her bedroom when she checked on the children that on March 3rd, 2022. Her phone activity indicated that it had been locked and unlocked multiple times during that period and showed no physical movement. Additional messages were sent and received during that period but deleted. Arrest also comes 2 months after she appeared on TV to promote her children's books about grief. Are you with me? I think she went on like the Today Show. Oh no, Good Things Utah. Yeah, there you go.
Or like the local like morning show.
Yeah. Let's see. There's another photo of these 2 lovebirds here. I think she got like sentenced or something today or some shit, dude.
to a fucking
There,
life.
I don't know. There was some kind of update. I'm trying to find it here. Let's see, man. I know they had to put it back up today for a reason.
Sully said propofol was what I thought MJ used. Yeah, I believe it was propofol.
It was.
And it was propofol and Demerol.
Yeah, and this shit sent him to the nap he was the nap he wasn't looking for.
It sent him to Neverland.
Yeah, to the ranch.
Yeah.
Like how when you say your pet dies, like he's roaming free and shit on the farm.
Yeah.
That's where he's at, dude. All right. Okay, here we go. I think I found something. It's very fucking small font, so let's blow this up here. Okay. Valentine's plot poison that left children hungry, doctor fueled by greed. Okay. Corey Richens, who you talking about too, pen children's book, previously tried to poison him twice before his death, including once on Valentine's Day. Court records said.
Well, did he? How did he find out, or like?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe she confessed to it. She's now charged with multiple felonies, including aggravated murder and drug possession after she allegedly poisoned her husband of 9 years, 39-year-old Eric Richens, with a cocktail laced with a list of fentanyl. Prosecutors allege Corey killed her husband as a means to collect millions in life insurance funds and to start her dream career in high-end real estate. But months before Eric's death, he feared for his life. Friends and family told police in court records. Okay, so that's how they. So yeah, he was suspicious that she was going to do it. Authorities filed an additional attempted murder charge in March last year that accused her of slipping fentanyl into her husband's favorite sandwich, causing a severe but non-fatal reaction. So yo, I'm sorry, bro.
If once I know that shit happened, nah, dude, you're out, bro. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure, like you ain't able to fucking come within 5 miles of me.
If it comes down to it, you leave.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll move back in with my fucking parents.
Yeah, you're trying to kill me, bitch.
This is life or death right here. This isn't, oh, we got in an argument and she fucking pushed me or some shit. I won't even put up with that.
So, this is how it went down, right? 3 days later, on February 14, 2022, 3 years to the day of today, gang, the defendant prepared a sandwich for Eric and placed it in the seat of his truck with a love note. Oh my, what a fucking scummy bitch, dude. Shortly after Eric ate the sandwich, he broke out in hives and began to have difficulty breathing. He took his son's EpiPen, and ingested Benadryl before falling asleep for hours. If that shit wasn't there, she would have got him that time.
Yeah.
Eric's family told authorities that after his murder, he had been in fear for his life when Corey allegedly tried to poison him on Valentine's Day as well on a separate occasion during a trip to Greece.
Jesus.
Corey, and so, come on, man. If you're even thinking this shit, she's got to go. You got to go.
Yeah.
Corey apparently told other witnesses she had purchased a sandwich from a diner and maintains that she did not poison it. Then we talked to the attorneys. 2 attorneys previously said March 2024. We are aware that the preliminary hearing stage favors the prosecution to an extraordinary degree in respect to the court's decision. We firmly believe the charges against Corey do not withstand through scrutiny and are confident that a jury will find the same. Our focus now is on ensuring that justice is served through a fair trial. Prosecutors allege. Okay, hold on, wait. These past 15 months have taken a heavy toll on Corey and her children. Yeah, because she killed the fucking guy.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Prosecutors allege Corey purchased 4 different life insurance policies on Eric's life, totaling more than $1.9 million between 2015 and 2017. On January 1st, 2022, months before Eric's death, Corey surreptitiously and without authorization changed the beneficiary for his $2 million life insurance policy to herself. Ooh, she apparently wanted to use the funds for a $2 million Wasatch County mansion. Bruh, your husband's life is worth a mansion, dude? Really? So he didn't approve of the investment. He didn't want to do it. So that's probably why she did it. He was like, this shit is stupid. There's no point to fucking invest in this. And she was like, had her heart set on it. Be like, yeah, I'll kill you to do it. The same night Eric died, authorities say Corey, and her mother were celebrating Corey's recent closure of the mansion. So what the fuck then? So why kill him? If he got you the mansion, then why? You got what you wanted.
Moscow Mule.
Wow. Okay. Corey allegedly put poison Porter. Oh, maybe he didn't agree about the price because she killed him and then closed the deal alone. Well, that just goes to show you, dude. Success does not matter. They'll use it against you and kill you.
And what I don't get is like, why doesn't anybody realize that like getting away with murder is like literally impossible, especially in this day and age?
Now,
So this bitch in her head was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna kill him and then I get my glorious fucking mansion to myself. Or like you watch any episode of fucking Dateline or 48 Hours and it's like, oh, he was living a secret life with a side girlfriend and he wanted to kill his it's like that one case where like the guy killed his whole family in Denver or whatever. There's a Netflix doc.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you really think you're gonna kill your whole family and then live with your live a great life with your hot younger girlfriend? Like, bro, you're gonna get fucking who do you know? Like, I've never like who nobody's getting away with murder in 2025.
No, and like
can happen is if they get off on some technicality if like the legal parties in the case fuck it up. That's literally the only way.
Yeah, and like I was thinking too, I'm like, if you got caught back in like the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, motherfucker, you had to want to be caught.
Yeah, well, it's like that case remember that case we talked about like 2 weeks in a row, that Minnesota case.
Yeah.
80 years old. And
that's just bad luck, bro. That guy, you know what? I would take his life, bro. He lived a full life. Who gives a shit? He's like 90 something. He's about to be 90. Who cares? You pay at the end of your life. You're on the way out anyway, dude.
3 hots in a cot. And all you did was kill somebody. You didn't like rape kids or shit like that. So like in prison, people will probably just leave you alone.
He probably just like choked a hooker too hard. That's what it's
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he intended to kill her, dude.
No.
I mean, that's just what do I know? But yeah, what a fucked up story that is. After her husband's death, Corey went on to write and sell a children's book about a father's death titled "Are You With Me?" that was previously available for purchase on Amazon for $14.99. I'm assuming that that link is gone now. I don't think it's on there anymore. Are You With Me? Very nice. Very cute. All right. Let's get into some wrestling shit here, man, before we get into some toxic texts here after this.
Yeah.
First things first, because one leads into the other, I guess you can put it as. So I'll ask first, and I guess I have a follow-up for it too. But has Raw on Netflix been a disappointment so far? And if it has, how much of that is the expectations we put on it ourselves?
I don't think it's been a disappointment. I don't really.
Okay.
I think it's been how it's been for the last year or so.
Well, right, and that's what I mean. Like, and
I think I'll be fine.
Again, this might have been my own expectations on shit. But it was marketed as like we're going to change the game.
It's going to be completely different, you know.
And it hasn't. It's been a continuation of.
No, it really hasn't been. Not yet. At least I don't. I just think it's been the same as it has been.
Right. So to me, that's a disappointment to me because.
And I guess I didn't. I didn't really think of it that way.
Yeah.
So.
And like that's even without like I can understand you're not gonna hear like fuck you asshole, like I get it bro, okay, you're not gonna hear that on Monday Night Raw. That's fine, but I was expecting like edgier storylines, longer shows, shit.
But I mean, to be fair, we're still only like a month, barely a month.
True. So they can still be finding their way and shit like that. That's true. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a failure because Raw's been consistently good since last last year's WrestleMania build up. It's been consistently good. So yeah, maybe just give it some time. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the drone camera's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, you know, when they fly the drone around and shit, it gets you really like views that you're not going to get otherwise.
Yeah.
You can't have a cameraman dangling in the fucking sky and get the perfect shot, but you can have a drone do it. And just think about drones when they do like cage matches now. Hell in a Cell. Now the camera doesn't have to be like going through the chain links and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be in there. Well, not right now because they're still on Peacock, but eventually, I think it's going to get there. But that leads me into the other question here before we can wrap up wrestling here. Lackluster WrestleMania build so far, right?
I was actually thinking of this walking up the stairs to my apartment. It's obviously not what it's been the last 2 years, but I trust them to go in a different direction because they have to. So
yeah, I hope so.
I trust what they're doing, and I will be appreciative of it either way. It's a process, you know, and not. And the thing is that not every WrestleMania is going to be like
last year's,
year and the year before. You know, there's ones that aren't going to be horrible, but there's going to be ones that are
this
kind of like,
this might end up being one that's kind of like a sleeper. Like we don't expect much, it delivers, and you're like, holy shit.
And I think they have massive expectations. So again, I think it could very well be a sleeper. I don't think.
I mean, we're not there yet. We're still, 2 months out.
2 months out. We got a lot of time. So
there's a lot of shit that can happen from now to then. So I guess that's one benefit of having the WrestleMania later in April.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. I don't know if I saved the pictures or if I have to.
Growing naturally out of your hand.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do.
It's time to actually solve this thing.
All right, let's get into some toxic text, gang.
Right now, Boss is giving away an absolutely
welcome to my life.
Plus a free gift card. All you have to do is scan this code. Seriously, scan it. It works. A shaved head might let you glide through the water like a seal, but you can't emerge and smooth back your mane like a majestic worm. Bosley uses the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And a permanent solution is that Bosley guarantee. This Freddy Fedora won't give you that guarantee.
Well, I work
scan
on
the QR code now, get your free information kit and your free gift card. And most importantly, get your real hair back permanently. Let's get this done.
Lock in the whole year.
All right. Trying to open this shit right now.
Enjoy a staying in and watch all this for less than $3 a month. Don't miss your chance to lock in a whole year Peacock for only $29.99. Limited time offer, terms apply.
It's loading. We're gonna get there. Promise.
Tomorrow, the road to WrestleMania heads to Toronto. The Elimination Chamber is at the Rogers Center, home of the Toronto Blue Jays.
All right, here we go. We got it. All right, Jack. Let's see. This is a big part of my lore that I'm sharing personally.
Oh boy.
All right, so this is from October of what?
For context, this is when the Vikings got Josh Dobbs, and he was on his Linsanity run of playing 2 phenomenal games when we beat the Saints and Atlanta, then the Saints. And this was going into the weekend after Thanksgiving. We were playing the Broncos on Sunday Night Football, and his ex-lover was a big Tennessee Vols fan and loved
Josh Dobbs.
Loved Josh Dobbs when he was there. So, he did a little something here.
Now, this wasn't on Halloween, right? It was a couple days before, right?
No, the trade deadline was on Halloween, so that's when we got Dobbs. This was like Thanksgiving time.
Oh yeah, because the whole reason I messaged her was because of the shit that happened with Caitlyn.
Yeah, you were kind of just like
So
messaging.
it was like the last week of fucking November, I think, bro.
Yeah, you were just trying to, like fuck her. You were trying to like get out of your head. So you were like fucking around and hitting up old girls and shit,
Yeah. So I messaged her on Telegram and I try to be nice, right? I tried to be nice in my defense. I tried to be nice. And I understand, whatever, we don't get along. But I didn't say anything mean. All right? I wasn't out of line. I didn't fucking say anything.
You didn't say, oh, who you dating nowadays? You didn't say anything like that.
No, dude, I hit on her. I didn't do nothing, bro. I was just drunk and was like, yo, I forgot. She actually liked Josh Dobbs. So I messaged her. And I'm like, yo, what's good? Josh Dobbs is fired. You were right. For real, though, hope you're doing well. You can't block me. I don't care. I was just saying hello. Right. So here's the response. Okay. And I love that it's blocked until I scroll down. I love that. Can you guys see that all right? Like it shows?
I could see it, yeah.
Okay. So this is the response, everybody. Oh shit.
That's good. That's good.
All this time I've taken the high road. Yet here you are still bothering me. I absolutely fucking hate you. Do not want to hear from you. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say that women, when they're done with you, they talk to you like HR. This is what I mean. I like erase the profanity. All right, just remove that for a second, okay? And read the rest of it without this part. And tell me, doesn't sound like you're in trouble at work.
100%, yeah.
All this time taking the high road. Yeah,
and this was 2.5 years removed from your breakup and everything with this person.
Yeah, you're right. So
I'm not saying you should be over it, but it's like you should be.
I'm not saying conversation.
Yeah, healing takes like we've said before, like going through our own things. Like healing's not linear, but in 2 years' time, some progress has to be made.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
2 years later, you'd hope that they're dating other people and moving on in life. But like clearly, I mean, as far as we know, all this person's been doing for 2 years is sitting in their house, just simmering with fucking hatred, just boiling in their blood.
Yeah, and
I'll say right now, like, don't get me wrong, there was a time in my life where I was very emotional and I didn't like when old girls reached out to me because like it would hurt me and like I just didn't like the way it felt. And nowadays, all sorts of old girls and flings casually text me about whatever, and I'll talk to them a little bit, and I don't care. It's like they're my friends. Like I really don't.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it doesn't have to be about like, yo, let's get back together.
Yeah, it's not that.
Why can't we just be civil with each other? And like that was me like trying to extend the olive branch and be like, yo, we don't have to hate each other. You know what I mean? And so, all right. So like I said, read that without the cussing. And it sounds like you're in trouble at work. Like you got sat down and be like, yo, we've turned a blind eye to this shit for a long time, bro. And we don't want to do, you know what I mean? Like, So I was respectful. I said, all right, I thought enough time had passed. I apologize. And if I remember right, I hope I have this one too, because you responded with something nasty again, I think, dude. But I don't think I have that one actually. But she was like,
yeah. Broke several laws. Where your handle came from.
Oh yeah, because remember, okay.
Because remember, you would show me a tweet and you'd be like, why is 200 people looking at this? And then it wouldn't even be like a viral tweet. It would be some random thing, and then there'd be 250 of the viewers on it, and it'd be like, well, what the fuck's going on here? It's like it's getting sent in some group chat or some shit. And then you figured it out, obviously, that it was her, and then you said something like, "Oh, send all your little simps."
No. What I said, I was like, stop having people stalking my shit.
Yeah.
And she basically admitted to it, remember?
Yeah, she totally did. Yeah. And then she said that because then you said something like
that doesn't give you the right to fucking, because that's when I had Caitlyn give her the finger. And I
because you took a picture of Caitlyn and you said, "See, she loves the status" or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that thread of tweets was blowing up like crazy like that.
Yeah,
200.
Yeah, and then so one thing I did do, I messaged her after I did that. I think did I? Yeah, it had to have been.
Well,
it had to have been.
There was the
because I was tweeting her name out and shit, and I think that's why she said that I broke several laws or whatever.
Yeah, because you said like something like, "Oh, if I send your little simps after me, I'll fuck them up" or something. And then she said that broke several laws or something.
Nah, I don't even know how her mind works a lot of the time. I really don't. But I think what she meant by the broke several laws thing is that I think that she thinks that there's like a no contact order on us or something.
Yeah.
But there's not, because when I went to court and like I wouldn't have gotten hired for the bank if it didn't.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see this one. All right, so I have my work mom Julie responding to that message. I'm going to pull up here. Let's see. No, where'd it go?
Now, TaxFreeze is giving a TurboTax expert who does everything for you.
Lisa, I got all your forms. I'll take it from here.
Now it's like podcast inception, watching ourselves.
Yeah.
Now this is
How the fuck I do it the first time? Hold on. Share
Nature
screen.
makes so many superfoods. Nature's way to the best of them and put them in a bottle.
Here we go. All right. So this is Julie, my work. Oh wait, so I do have the rest. Okay. Thought wrong. Oh, and I got screenshots and voice clips of you threatening me on Twitter, by the way. Broke several laws, didn't ya? Fuck off.
Stop obsessing over me. Move on.
I sent the clown emoji for that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I laughed at the clown.
That was the very last thing I was able to do before she blocked me. Was send her last memory of me, because we haven't spoken since. So the last thing I ever did was respond to that dumb shit with the clown emoji. That's the last thing I ever did in her life for right now. And I told her, I was like, you really got to let that shit go. It's not healthy, which it's not. And then she laughed at that. So she laughed at that, and that's why I put the clown to that.
Yeah.
Thought wrong. So here's what Julie says. So she goes, "Oh, Joshua." I go, "She's overreacting, but it's okay. She blocked me again. LOL." She goes, "You got away with women." Yeah, I got a way to make him hate.
You know what?
Me,
right? I have a different way, and it's like something that happened to me around New Year's Eve, and I go, "You might have unfollowed me on you might have unfollowed me on every social media and shit, but that doesn't. You're still like. I think it's funny that there's a girl's in my bed who has me unfollowed on every social media. I think
right.
Like, hey, this don't mean shit. Like, it's funny. There's those insecure guys that are like, "Oh, he's gotta unfollow all these guys." Like, bro, that doesn't mean you're safe.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're safe.
No, like in my experience, the more that you put a leash on a chick, the more she's going to roam free.
Yeah. And
like, you can't sit here and try to control like an animal, dude. It's not going to work.
And another thing is, like, okay, just because he doesn't have her guy friends on social media doesn't mean you're safe.
Yeah.
Just because you have each other's location, doesn't mean you're safe. Because she can go fuck a guy in a parking lot for 20 minutes and in the grocery store parking lot, and you won't know. And I'm not saying this. I'm saying this for guys and girls, but here's the thing: is like no matter who you are, whether you're on fucking welfare or you're a millionaire, you're just never safe. And I'm not saying like prepare for the worst, but you just have to take everything with a grain of salt and not be one of these guys who is in prison for murdering a cheating woman or murdering her side dude. You know? Don't be that guy. If you do,
I don't know if we said it on the show before, but how many times have we talked about every time you see a dude get set up and get killed? There's a woman involved in that setup, bro.
You know.
Like, I'm not saying every time, but 90%, like 85, it's a fucking high number, dude.
Yeah.
More times than not, you see a dude get set up. A woman was behind that shit.
Oh, 100%. Because she's like the pawn in it. She's the decoy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just said like she's the pawn in it. She's the decoy in it.
Yeah. And motherfucker, like, I just put that bitch up, the one that poisoned her husband. She didn't look like a psychotic fucking bitch.
No. Looked like the normal.
She could lure anybody into that shit.
The normal family you see on fucking Facebook going to the Disney World vacation and shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying, dude. So, these women, the most innocent looking ones are the most evil ones, dude. Serious.
Yeah. Like we've said, the devil isn't red with horns. The devil is the representation of the devil is wrapped up in everything you could ever want.
Right. So be careful. That's the lesson there. Be careful. I don't know why this last picture will not fucking open, bro. Shit's annoying the fuck out of me.
So you're not doing good, huh? I'm not doing good.
All right, here we go. Finally. Oh, it's the one with Sheena, bro. This is gonna be funny.
Which one?
Let me make sure I crop her name out.
Daryl Hooper.
One of them. No, I wish I had that one, man. That was an Instagram call. That one. He was like, "My name is Daryl Hooper," and I can hear her in the background. Be like, "Hang up the phone" and shit. And I'm just like, "Oh my god, bro! This bitch is always gonna get involved with an alcoholic, dude. She can't help it. She cannot help herself." All right, let's see here. So I wish I could play the voice clips, but I can't. So this is when she was like asking me for money and shit, dude. And I'm like, I'm naming all the ways that she fucked me over. Like, get the fuck away from me, dude.
Yeah.
You did all this wild shit, bro. I was like, you really wanted to use my laptop to watch Netflix while I was at work. She never told me that she lost her job. So I'm at work, and my boss needed a fucking a CD burn for him for like work shit. Like I had to burn like some pictures of program or fuck. It was a long time ago. And he had, moral of the story is he asked me to bring my laptop into work. Okay. So I did. I bring my laptop into work. So as I'm bringing it into work, she's like, "Why are you taking your laptop?" And I'm like, "Why does it matter? Like, you got to go to work too. I got to do something for my boss. Like, why does it matter if I'm taking the laptop? It's mine." And so, like, she couldn't really say shit back to that because it's true. Like, why does it matter where the fuck I'm taking my laptop? If you're going to work and I'm going to work, so, like, my mind didn't compute that maybe she wasn't going to work at this time. Well, a week later, she's like, "I got to tell you something." And I'm like, "Yo, if you cheated on me, that's fucked up, bro. You had me move down here just to cheat on me, right?" She's like, "No." And I'm like, "All right." She's like, "Yo, I lost my job." And I'm like, "Yo, why would you do that?" Because now I'm maneuvering my life as if there's another income coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just dropped on me that I'm supposed to be, because I would have done shit way differently if I would have known that I'm working for two people instead of one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no longer two grown adults working in this fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have managed my money differently on that accord. So she's sitting there lying about this shit and all this shit. And I was like, you wanted to use my laptop to watch Netflix while I was at work. And then when I moved back home, right? When I moved back home the first time we broke up and I moved back here, she's like, "Can you leave the PlayStation or your laptop?" Like, nah, I'm not leaving either of those, actually, motherfucker. No, I'm not. Send drunk voice clip. Drunk voice clip. You literally slept under the stairs at my job. LOL. Which she did, bro. I would go to work and she'd be like, "Oh, I don't know if it was like keep tabs on me or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but she would like come to work at the battleship and sleep under the stairs, dude, in like the shadows and shit, like Nosferatu. It's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah. And then I told her, "You will never be. You wish you could, motherfucker. I'll never, ever, ever love you like I did her. Fuck you." See, this shit is toxic shit right here. Yeah. See. Yeah. Real shit, bro. Real shit. There's some toxic shit for everybody.
And then she probably had to go to the hospital again for attention.
Yeah, she's another one. She's another one that fucking. I haven't heard from her.
That's a very expensive. That's a very expensive way to ask for attention.
Yeah. Sadly, we know somebody else who does it too.
Yeah. One time I was stupid and I went to the emergency room when I didn't need to. I was kind of just being an idiot. And my dad fucking bitched at me about how much that fucking costs. And I never did it again. I'm like, bro, I'm never going to the emergency room unless my leg is fucking snapped in half or I am leaking fucking blood.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Really what gets you is the fucking the ambulance ride, bro.
Well, it wasn't an ambulance ride. I went to the hospital myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I only say that because Sean OD'd on the edibles and had to do the fucking ambulance.
Why? Yeah, but like, there's no, all they'll do is rehydrate you.
Yo, I was telling Mitch about that shit earlier, and he was like, "Why didn't he just go to sleep?" And I'm like, "Yo, I know, bro. Like,
when I was younger and doing it, like 20 years old, and my tolerance there was non-existent.
You can get like uncomfortable, but you know you're not gonna die.
Yeah, like basically, I just laid down, and then like, and then like 2 hours later, you're good. Like I had kind of a weird experience, like in November. And what I did was I'm like in my head, like, because back, when I was 20, I couldn't think rationally about it, but now I can. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, all right, this fucking sucks, but in 2 hours you'll be good. And then what I did was I took a shower and then I watched a movie. I watched Beavis and Butthead Do America to then occupy my brain. And then by the end of that movie,
you're having a good time.
I was good.
Yeah. You just gotta. Most of the bad reactions people have with drugs is that they resist it. They try to fight it.
Yeah.
Don't, bro. Just take the ride. And just go, dude. There's no excuse fighting it. Yo, you want to take a quick 5-minute break? I gotta piss like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. What else do we got left?
Not much, really. I mean, it is a special episode. You want to cut it here?
We can take a quick 10, and then we can just wrap up a little bit because then I got to go drive over to my friends to film that sketch.
All right. We'll be back in 10 minutes, gang.
That's fine.
And I think someone argued with you, Wade, because it was.
All right, what's up, gang?
And just an announcement: we're switching the weekend show from Saturdays to Sundays until like Labor Day. There's no football on, so
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
there's plenty of time for other shit. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and most shit in life happens on a Saturday. So.
Yeah.
It did come out that Ashley St. Clair is pregnant by Elon Musk, 5 months pregnant by Elon. So he just keeps bagging baddies, bro.
Yeah. For being a dork. Kind of a dork.
Good on him, I guess. Good for him. We do have a toxic text submission from Sully Cat, actually. I believe it is from a friend of his. Let's see. Why is it not showing up?
Can Tiffany Stratton get back into this matchup? Has Nia Jackson finished before Stratton has not, and I mean has not been able to get out of the game.
Yeah, I've never seen
There we go.
Tiffany Stratton mishandled and mistreated quite like this before.
Big body slam, big
Oh,
leg.
he said it is. He said it is his.
Oh, it is his. Okay. All right. So, Sully, this happened to you.
Women's championship here in the WWE. You can almost sense the.
All right, Sully. Thank you for sharing, buddy. Let's see what we got here. So, Erica texts Sully. So last night we went to Jillian's. Drank too much. My friend John, just a friend.
Just friend. She had to overemphasize that.
Yeah, my friend John, just a friend.
Just friend.
Al brought her home, then made sure I got home. We have been through a lot. He went jail. So I feel like she's like shaking typing this shit.
Yeah, right.
It's an ex-girlfriend, he said. Okay. So, but did she do this to you, Sully?
I would
I
assume.
she did. Yeah, she did.
It's leaning that way.
Yeah. So, all right. So he went to jail for domestic shit, but I've never seen him ever raise a hand to a woman. So he spent a good hour talking, and you know the rest.
Yeah, you know the rest.
Yo, the way she said that is just so like uncaring and so fucked up, bro.
Yeah, you know the rest.
I feel awful. I told him about I have an amazing new guy. Finally, things are going well in my life, and I fuck it up. I didn't mean for it to happen. I feel so bad. I don't want to lose you. It will never, ever, ever, ever happen again. I am not that kind of girl. Every time I've heard a girl say that she's not that kind of girl, that's exactly the kind of girl that she is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sully. This is the type of shit that makes men snap out, dude. I didn't mean for it to happen. I feel so bad. I don't want to lose you. It will never, ever, ever happen again. I'm not that kind of girl. But it's okay if you hate me and you don't want to talk to me again. Sully Cat says, babe, I'm confused. Did you sleep with him? OMG, yes. But didn't mean for it to happen at all. The OMG yes would have fucking sent me over the edge, dude.
But didn't mean for it to happen at all. I just tripped and fell onto his dick.
The OMG yes just seems intentionally hurtful.
It reminds me of
it makes me think that like she was just like,
oh my god,
remembering, like thinking about it fondly. Like, oh my god, yes. You know what I mean?
It reminds me a little bit of the situation that I had a few years ago where this person broke up with me. This was when I was very irrational. Nowadays, a girl can cheat on me in front of my face and I won't react. I'm just going to be like, all right, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But I didn't know any better at the time. And this person had a male roommate, again, which I'm never revisiting something like that. Never.
Yeah.
Unless you live with your fucking brother or some shit. I'm never just if they have male roommates. No.
Well, no matter what, the dude's gonna be used as a weapon in any potential relationship. She could just be like, I'm gonna hang out with Mark tonight. Yeah. And it's to be looked at as like, oh, so you're fucking Mark tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I said like, if they have a female roommate, just focus on yourself. Or a male roommate, I mean. Yeah. Unless it's their fucking brother. Their blood fucking
right.
Actually, yeah, their brother. Okay. Right. So what this person did was we were broken up, but this person wanted to talk to me every day, and I was stupid and younger and obliged to it. Nowadays, I wouldn't. If we're split up, I'm not hitting you up, at least for a long. Actually, I will never hit you up unless you initiate the conversation.
Yeah,
that is how I am with breakups. Whether we are fucking with each other for a week or a year, when we split up, no matter how much I might be hurt by it, I will never initiate a conversation with you ever again. But anyway, what this person did was they said, you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you. And I'm like, well, fucking tell me, whatever. And they said...
No, again, that's setting something up to be intentionally hurtful.
Exactly. So what I said, so I go, nah, dude, like, look at us. We're broken up. Like, it's not going to get any better or worse from here. And they're like, oh, he kissed me last night. And I was like, you mean he tried to make a move on you and you obliged? He didn't do anything. I mean, he might have initiated it, but you fucking obliged. And then what's funny is when I broke it down like that, it then got spun around that like it's somehow my fault that happened. And like basically I was like, nah, bro, this is fucked up. Like this is rude. This is disrespectful. Like, why would you even tell me that? Like, what the fuck? And then like they told me that me saying like that's disrespectful and shit was like this is one of those words like gaslighting and shit. This is one of those sayings.
Yeah.
They said, you're attacking my character for saying I'm disrespectful. And I'm like, bro, you're just saying shit to hurt me. Like nowadays, I don't care what any girl does, as long as you don't disrespect me. And if you do disrespect me, that's that. If you want to go meet other guys, cool. You're gone. I'm not gonna fight with you about that. Like you're just gone, and we're not even gonna talk about it. You're just fucking gone. That's the way I am now, and maybe that's fucked up, but that's the way I am now. I just have standards and boundaries, and I'm not gonna make myself look stupid one bit fighting for someone who clearly doesn't give a shit about me.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's another thing that's like thrown around a little bit, the whole like protect your peace shit.
Yeah.
Right. So like I don't word it that way because I feel like it's too played out. Kind of, it's like worn out at this point. But one thing that'll never get played out is looking out for you, because so how I put it is no one's gonna look out for you the way you look out for you.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody got me like I got me.
Yeah. So I carry that to every aspect of life, you know. And so far it's worked out for me. So. But is there anything else you wanted to get in? Oh, we can get to the Wrestling Observer Awards. Well, we can kind of go over them. Triple H won Book of the Year, deserved, right?
I mean, was there any competition, real competition?
Not in 2024, there wasn't.
No.
2025, AEW is getting a little better.
Yeah.
They're watchable at this point.
I'm going to watch the Australia show.
Yeah,
it's not gonna,
me too.
It's not going to start until it's starting when the NBA.
Are they waiting? Like, is AEW gonna like wait for the fucking for the All-Star game to end?
I would
then go out.
It's not even the All-Star game. It's like the dunk contest and shit tomorrow.
Oh, so are they gonna wait till that's over?
Yeah, and I'm gonna assume that's gonna be over by like 8 Pacific time. I would think. I don't know what time. I would assume it starts like 5 Pacific, maybe. So.
Well, I'm saying, like, do you think that do you think the talent is gonna wait like backstage for the dunk?
Oh yeah, I would. I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be like taped and then aired like they're doing it like.
No, because it's in Australia and like nighttime here in America is like the afternoon in Australia. So.
Oh, so like, well, still, they're still gonna have to wait for the dunk contest to be over. That's what I'm saying. So like, they're running it at the same time. Like, so they have to physically wait until the dunk contest is over.
Yeah, it's live regardless.
They'll probably like have it on backstage or something.
Probably something like
that. Sully chimes in with, "You got to have respect for yourself because some women can sense if a man does not and takes advantage of that shit." Absolutely right, buddy.
Wholeheartedly.
Absolutely right. Okay, the Young Bucks won Tag Team of the Year Observer Awards. How? Don't know. I mean, tag team wrestling's kind of whack right now, but I don't think they were.
We're in a downtrend.
I don't think they were the best of the best, though.
No,
they didn't do nothing special to me last year. They weren't even around for half the year.
Yeah.
So whatever to that. Toni Storm won Best Women's Gimmick.
I think, yeah, I'm okay with that.
That works for me. Generational talent, love it. Who got male gimmick of the year? There was someone in WWE, but I can't remember. Hold on, let me see.
It was.
I seen it this morning.
There is no place for second place.
I don't like to lose.
Don't make me look bad. In a wrestling competition, fighting for their future.
Cody?
No, but I did see that. I'm going to share my Twitter here in a second. Just so I can show you this here. So, Dynamite won weekly TV show of the year.
Why?
Okay, I guess. All right.
All aboard, Mother says. Down the hill they fly.
Okay, here we go. AEW beat SmackDown.
There's no day like
Triple H, like I said, Booker of the Year. Triple H. Announcers, let's see. Nigel McGuinness won Best Announcer. I don't hate that. I like Nigel McGuinness. I don't hate that at all. Let's see. Worst announcer, Booker T, by an overwhelming margin. What do you think about that, dude? Do you like Booker T?
I guess.
I don't know if he's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the worst, but let's see. Young Bucks, Tag Team of the Year. I'm trying to find who the fuck was Superstar of the Year, man. No.
Wild caught Alaskan fish. And the
Go back.
that says this guy was like another sandwich. 2 for $6.99. All these.
Come on, man.
The meat.
I can't believe we're burying a body in our garden. What are you, a morality cop? A garden cop? You never know what's growing underneath.
Grosse Pointe Garden Society, February 23rd.
Jack's charging in.
I know Cody was Wrestler of the Year. He didn't have Male Gimmick of the Year, though. It was someone else who had Male Gimmick. Hold on. Maybe if I search Gimmick. Hold on, bro. I'm going to try searching Gimmick. See it. Will Ospreay for Best Outstanding Wrestler. Adam Page, Best Brawler. Zack Sabre, Daniel Bryan Award. Most Improved, Kyle Fletcher. Best Announcer, Nigel McGuinness. Best Gimmick, Toni Storm. Best Pay-Per-View, Revolution. Most Underrated, Takashita. Best Women's Wrestler, Sari.
Why does he suck AEW's cock so much? Dynamite is not
so blatantly obvious, and he'll sit there and tell you that he doesn't.
After that, just most of AEW was unwatchable last year.
But if you notice, like, that post only included AEW shit, because a lot of WWE guys won shit on here too. Like Triple H won Booker of the Year. I don't know how the fuck Dynamite won weekly show of the year. Let's see what WWE won on this shit. Let's see. Find anything. Oh, Chris Jericho had worst gimmick for learning. That's one thing they didn't fucking include in there.
Yeah,
he had worst gimmick. So that was just a pro AEW tweet. I mean, of course they're going to win some. They're the other company.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, you know what I mean?
Look on the side of Tiffany Stratton, avoiding the Annihilator and the inevitable loss.
Here we go. Wrestling Observer Awards. Here we go. Why isn't there like an article on this from Grok or some shit? All right, here we go. Watch. Paywall. Ready? Oh, it's not actually. Oh, yeah, it is. All right, well, we got the gist. You want to wrap it up, buddy?
Yeah, stay out of a cell till Sunday.
Cool.
Well, actually, stay out of a cell all weekend because it's a federal holiday, so the courts are going to be closed on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be in that bitch till Tuesday. Don't do that.
Yeah, at least Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will do another one of these episodes soon. Lord knows I have a bunch of toxic texts to sift through my phone. So
you got to roll.
We'll make this. We'll revisit this in a couple of months. And Toxic Test with Your Ex Part 2 coming soon. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Until Sunday. Later. Enjoy your weekend.
Peace.